The lights dimmed. Mini 9-year-old me was on the sidelines of the Bangkok stage as a chorus member, performing with all her might in an opera production. I loved every single moment of it, except having to sit through some of the way too violent and explicit scenes, of course. Then, as the curtains closed, I jumped and leaped with excitement, ready to be congratulated by my family and friends. To be real with you, I thought I nailed that performance. Then, I see my friend in the distance. I catch her doing a little yawn, but I run up to her and ask her, "Hey, how was it?" She replies, "Oh, I couldn't really see you, but it wasn't that bad." Oh, thanks. Couldn't really see me? It wasn't that bad? What? Oh man, maybe I'm not that fit for performing. Honestly, that comment crushed me in that entire night. Hi, my name is Suito, and today I would love to talk to you about attitude. I'm sure we've all heard the phrase before. Keep a positive attitude, or seen phrases like, attitude changes everything, or better yet, you can't control the situation, but you can control your attitude. And it's true. From my walks with opera, COVID, and high school life, I've learned and still am learning how attitude can change everything. Maintaining a good attitude in the midst of unpleasant situations is the key to enjoying the different journeys. But instead of rambling on like a mom about the importance of attitude and yada yada yada, I'm going to give you 3 of my personal tips I've gathered over the years that maybe you can apply to your life too to keep your positive attitude. Firstly, empty out the negatives and input positivity. Psychological research shows that the human brain has a natural tendency towards negativity bias. Essentially, the phenomenon where humans are inclined to dwell and register on the negatives more than the positives. Negativity bias can explain why we often recall and ruminate over criticisms or insults more than compliments, or why we dwell over unpleasant or traumatic events more than the pleasant ones. Negativity bias is why we can go stressing over and over again about a small mistake that we've made in a test, at work, or simply in a conversation. Sound familiar? And yes, negativity bias is why that one offhand comment from my friend after the show flipped my entire mood. Honestly, back then I thought that would be the worst comment I would ever receive. But as I went along on my journey with opera and performing, it definitely wasn't that bad of a comment at all. Trust me, some teens and kids, not you guys, can be really mean. However, after constantly being influenced by negativity bias, dwelling over each little mean thing that happens, I realized that a great day doesn't have to be ruined because of some tiny event that happens, because it's not people or situations that have the power to control me or my mood. It's just me against me against that negativity bias. And we can overcome this negativity bias that we're initially hardwired to. Since negativity bias is largely connected to where we direct our attention to, we can still take the steps to direct our conscious attention towards a more positive light. By paying attention to the thoughts that run through our heads, then refocusing and reframing the negative self-talk towards a more positive light, we can overcome negativity bias. And it's proven by neurologists in different studies that deliberately changing your self-talk actually rewires and builds new neural structures, changing your brain to be more optimistic. So the next time we catch ourselves dwelling on negative events or information, don't hold on to them. Just release them and empty them out. Because even though our initial feelings or situations are unchangeable, we still have the power to our thoughts and actions. So let's pull ourselves from this negative mindset and train our brains to be happier. Just empty out the negatives and input positivity. Whether it's by giving positive affirmations, seeing the situation in a new light, it can help replace those negative thoughts. Secondly, just smile. As soon as you wake up, smile. Under your mask, show your pearly whites and just smile. Even if you don't have a reason to, just smile. All right, let's take a mini break here by having a 5-second smiling session together. Do it with me here. Let's embrace the weirdness together. Say cheese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, smiling has many health benefits. It lowers stress, it lowers blood pressure, it boosts the immune system, and it boosts the mood. The science behind this is this. Smiling, even fake smiling, spurs a release and triggers and releases all these mood-boosting neurotransmitters. It releases dopamine, aka the reward or feel-good hormone that gives the sense of determination to accomplish goals. Smiling releases oxytocin, aka the love hormone, that gives feelings of trust and connectedness in relationships. And smiling also releases endorphins, aka the calm down hormones that act as a mild pain reliever. And it also releases serotonin, aka the willpower hormone, that regulates social behavior, the mood, and relieves the stress. All of these are the happy hormones that can be released just by the simple act of smiling. So just make it a habit to smile and go claim yourself your daily dose and hourly dose of those happy hormones, all for free. Thirdly, get moving. Don't worry, I'm not going to get you guys to move, but whether it's doing a workout, going on a run, skipping some ropes, playing basketball, just get moving. Movement and brain health are interconnected, and similar to smiling, moving spurs the release of all those happy hormones. It releases dopamine, oxytocin, endorphins, serotonin, and so much more. For me, my all-time favorite way to uplift my energy is dance. I used to take a lot of dance classes, and I still do here and there, but a huge guilty pleasure of mine is just blasting on some music and doing the craziest moves. Yes, a dance party with just me, myself, and I, but it truly does uplift my energy. I've given myself dance parties after a long day at school, extracurriculars, during those way too many writer's blocks when writing those college essays, and even before tests such as the SAT and my AP online exams. Here's a little story time. So last year when AP exams went online, because everyone in the world had to take it at the same time, some students had to take it at the most abnormal times. Sadly, the students in Thailand fell into this unlucky bunch, and we had to take our exams at 1 a.m. Pretty crazy. But instead of complaining and being mad at the coronavirus and the college board, I decided to make the most out of it by throwing myself a dance party. Before the exam, I felt great, on top of the world with all those happy hormones at work. But plot twist, just like how life throws us curveballs, the submit button of my AP Language and Composition exam would not bulge, and I got an email saying I had to take it again. I cried a lot. But then again, I threw myself a dance party and retook my exam with a somewhat positive attitude. Thankfully, I managed to pull a 5 even though I had the Earth, Wind and Fire's September song playing in my head all test long. With that, I hope that you'll take away even just one or all 3 of my tips to keep and get back your positive attitude. Even though I am by no means perfect and do have those days when I'm down or in tears, these are my 3 personal tips that have worked for me. And I want to share these with you because I truly believe that keeping a positive attitude is the key to keeping our mental health in check and the key to enjoying the different journeys of life. Remember, even during this midst of uncertainty with COVID or the ups and downs of life, you still have the power to one of the most important things, your attitude. So why not make it a positive one? Just simply empty out the negatives, input positivity, smile, or get moving. Thank you.